Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. The numbers are in for the Calgary Real Estate Board and we got some very good news for you. Now, got a couple extra slides, and what I want to talk about obviously is months of inventory for different property types like detached condos, and then I also want to compare the first quarter of this year to the first quarter of last year, second quarter of this year, second quarter of last year, and then of course we'll summarize that for the first 6 months of the year. So let's have a look. If we look here, January we started 863 sales, obviously went up to 1197. We were down slightly in March, obviously COVID started the middle of the month. Look at April, only 573 sales. But look at May, 1,080. But look what happened in June, 1,747 sales. That's up by 61.8%. So this is a massive increase over May. Well, what happened with inventory? If we look here, we had 5,873 active listings in May. We got 6,238, which is up by 6.2%. With this being up 61%, this only up basically 6%, what happens to months of inventory? It goes down substantially. Look at this. We started the year at 6 months of inventory, which would be very balanced market moving to the buyer side. We dropped to 4.6, 4.9, 9.7 right here in April, obviously affected by COVID. And look at this, 5.4, 3.6. This is the lowest Calgary has been really in about 3.5 years. So this is an amazing number. You can see our prices were up month over month by 5%. So we got a lot of really good things happening right now in Calgary. You've actually moved in to more of a seller's market. I'm sure you're starting to see multiple offers, especially on inexpensive detached properties. So let's look at the numbers compared to June of last year. We did 1,780 sales last year, and we did 1,747 this year. That's down by 1.9%. So almost the same as what happened in June of last year. If we compare prices year over year, almost the same, down slightly, 0.8%, but not a big change happening here. Now here's your months of inventory. Remember, there's three things that I think we all need to be watching very, very closely. Number one, number of sales. You want to know, is your pie getting bigger, your pie getting smaller? The second thing you want to know about is you want to know what's happening with your months of inventory. In other words, what is your rate, in terms of home selling? How many months will it take before we run out of inventory? 4 to 6 is balanced, below 4 is going to be sellers, above 6 is going to be a buyers. Then obviously the third thing we always want to watch is prices. What's happening with prices? Are they going up, are they stable, or are they going down? But look at this. If we look at your months of inventory, you can see here, here's your last 3 years. And we started here right around 6, popped way up. But look where we are right here. We're sitting here at 3.6 months of inventory and really almost as low. We're a little wee bit lower here in 2017, but relatively speaking, almost the same as what happened in 2017 and well below 2018 and 2019. So what's happening, our inventory levels are very, very low right now. Here's your months of inventory based on property type. So we got detached, we got 2.9 months of inventory. Very strong seller's market right now. Now, of course, the more inexpensive the detached, the stronger the market's going to be. The higher end stuff might be a little more balanced. Apartments, condo apartments, 6.8. So we're sitting here more in a buyer's market, okay? And then attached 3.7, semi-detached 3.4, row is 3.9. These are your two big ones right here. You got attached or detached, and you've got condo apartments. A significant difference between these two, probably the biggest difference in any market in Canada that's taking place right now. Okay, let's look at the first quarter of last year, second quarter of last year, and then what happened in the first half. So quarter one, 2019, 3,109 sales. We did 3,237. So we started out very strong in the first quarter. We were up by 4.1%. But then COVID, right? We did 5,248 last year in the second quarter, only 3,400. We were down by 35% in the second quarter. But as you know, we picked up substantially in June. If we look at the combined or the first half, we did 83.57 and 66.37. We're down by about 20% in terms of sales. So let's summarize all of this. So we look at the first half of the year. Overall, your sales were down by 20%, right? So our pie was this big. Our pie shrunk, not as many sales taking place. However, what's happening right now is because June has become so strong, your months of inventory are starting to dip, your sales are obviously starting to go up, your inventory is not going up at the same pace, which means you're creating a much stronger market where what you're starting to see is price appreciation month over month because you've moved into more of a seller's market. What's my prediction for July and August? Nobody knows for sure, but I would suggest you're going to see a very strong July and a very strong August. I don't think you're going to see inventory levels go way up. I think your sales are going to continue to be strong. I think your months of inventory are going to remain weak. And I think what's going to happen is your price is going to strengthen over the summer. Into the fall, that might change. Not sure yet. But what I would say to all of the great real estate sales professionals out there right now, make hay while the sun is shining. This is going to be a busier summer than normal because of the pent-up demand, because obviously March, April, and May were a little slower, and we're starting to see what's pick up in June. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, and remember everybody, it's a beautiful life. Make it count.